in the breakout room, Your Honor. Let me find out.
Okay.
Why. I know I had.
Is he on the phone? Was he on the phone? Do I have to bring him back out myself? No, I remember when she came in. Go see what's going on with her. It's a trial today for her as well. In proper places.
I'll be right back for that one.
Okay.
Judge, should I discontinue the YouTube? I had started it.
Don't worry about it. You can leave it on.
Okay.
Okay, we are ready on everybody now.
All righty. All right. Let me get somebody else so we can at least
Yes.
okay, thank you. Let me get somebody out though.
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm gonna bring out all the people who have trials. I can do them. We have Shoshana Williams. We have Daryl Washington. All right. I think those are the trials that I have for today. Everyone, please be still. Ms. Stacy, please open the court.
The 36th District Court in the state of Michigan is now in session. The Honorable Judge Marlena Taylor is now presiding. At this time, there will be no talking, no smoking, no chewing gum, no eating or drinking, no sleeping or laying down, no driving or riding in a moving vehicle. Please keep your device on mute until addressed by staff. Also, keep your device at a level surface so that your face may be seen. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. All right.
Morning.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jashana Williams. This is case number SP 13934471. This is one count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Count 2 of that same ticket is drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 3 of that ticket is no insurance misdemeanor. This is the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Boffman for the defendant. Ms. Williams, would you unmute your device and announce your name for the record?
Jashana Williams.
Thank you and good morning, Ms. Williams. The defendant is going to waive her right to any trial this morning. There is a recommendation. She's going to plead guilty here to the allowing charge, and the other 2 counts would hereby be dismissed. I think the court is going to, the recommendation is for a 90-day delayed sentence.
All right. And the officer is present. Officer Johnson, I see you are on the screen. Are you able to state your name for the record, please?
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, Your Honor. Officer Robert Johnson, badge number 783, Detroit Police Department.
Thank you very much. Ms. Williams, is this how you want to proceed today?
Yes.
All right. If so, please raise your right hand for me, ma'am. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Williams, did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Boffman about your case and about your rights?
Yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or a jury trial in the future? You understand that?
Yes.
Understanding all of that, did you still want to move forward today, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, I want to take your attention back to the date of September 26, 2022. At that time, did you own a Buick vehicle, ma'am?
Yes.
And did you allow someone who was unlicensed to drive your vehicle, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, and counsel, we stipulate that it was in the area of eastbound Davison and Mound in the city of Detroit?
So stipulated, Your Honor, and I'm satisfied with the factual basis. Satisfied the court is complied with the court rule. Thank you.
All right, so at this time, the court is going to enter a plea to 1 count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. The remaining 2 counts on this record will be dismissed. All right, Ms. Williams, who was this that you were allowing to drive your car at that time?
A person I sold the car to.
It's one of those situations, Judge. There's a person that is known to her. She's having a world of trouble behind it, to be honest with you. She explained it all to me. They are essentially refusing to take it out of her name. Has been such a bad experience for her. I've given her some instruction and advice as to how she might be able to cure that with the Secretary of State to the best of my ability, but even it's just a quandary for her. So if you might take that into account, it's not something that she necessarily did proactively, as just neglected to do when she sold that car. She just didn't know.
Okay. All right, so they have it under a 3-month delayed sentence. What that means is that as long as you get no new tickets in these next 3 months, then, and with what's being said, you need to try and reach out to that person with any possible way that you can to try and get them to do this. I'm sorry that this is happening, but as long as it's in your name, if they don't have insurance on that vehicle, if they don't do any of these things, I know, Ms. Williams, and it's a lesson I wish we didn't have to learn all the time in such a way. With that being said, this one time I am going to waive your costs and fines.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome, but you do have to come back in 3 months, and hopefully in between now and then you can try and get this resolved, because as long as they drive without these documents, it's just gonna fall back on you. Okay, Ms. Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're gonna have a review for this in 3 months, which brings us to April the 28th, 2023 at 8:45 a.m. Just, I kind of want you to check back into that day, because I want to see if we're having some ticket issues. Maybe by that point in time, we can try and figure something out if they're not making any moves. Attorney Boffman has given you some advice. Follow that so that you can try and work that out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Williams, if there's nothing further, you're all set. Thank you, Officer Johnson. All right,
Yes, ma'am. Have a good day. Thank you.
you too.
So,
Louis Wilcox.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, can you turn on your camera for me, please? Is it these three? Hold on, let me see what's on the docket for today. Wilcox, he has. Oh, it's these. Oh no, he got some new tickets too. This one, these are on the docket for today. I'm gonna move on one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, all right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Louis Aaron Wilcox. This is ticket number SP 1379771. Count 1, expired plates. Count 2, no valid registration certificate. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Also calling ticket number P1284519. 1 count 31 miles plus over posted speed. Ticket number P1284540. 1 count reckless driving. Ticket number P1284543. 1 count failed to display a valid operator's license not on person. Today is the date and time set for bench trials in all of these matters. Counsel, your name for the record, please, first.
Please support Harry Boffman on behalf of the defendant. Sir, state your name, please.
Louis Wilcox.
Also recognize the presence of the officer for the Detroit Police Department here for trial. Could you state your name?
Officer Sanchez of the Detroit Police Department, badge 3423.
Okay, Your Honor. So with respect to those citations, which Officer Sanchez is here and prepared to trial for, the defendant is going to waive his right to any trial and plead guilty pursuant to the recommendation.
Okay. And it's a plea of responsible, so.
Responsible.
Yep.
And I would stipulate to the facts contained in the 4 corners of the face of the ticket for the responsible plea here. Stipulate to probable cause as to those matters that are recommended to be dismissed. There is another matter for which the defendant appears for trial, for which there is no complaining witness. The defendant maintains his innocence, Your Honor, and in fact, I will assert here affirmatively that identity is the issue, and therefore, without a complaining witness, we'd ask the court to consider here a motion to dismiss without prejudice, please, and thank you.
All right. At this time, with the 3 matters that were on the docket where there's no officer who has appeared for those 3 matters, the court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss those matters without prejudice. On the remaining count, it's my understanding, Mr. Wilcox, that you would like to plead responsible to 1 count of expired plates. Is that correct, Mr. Wilcox?
Man.
All right, reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis that on the date of October the 10th, 2022, in the area of 8 Mile and DeQuinder in the city of Detroit, Mr. Wilcox was driving a Mercury vehicle that had expired plates. Is it Mercury or is it Mercedes, Mr. Wilcox? I saw your face.
I'm sorry, Mercedes.
It's the Mercedes. All right. Satisfied, Counsel Boffman?
Yes, Your Honor, so satisfied, thank you.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well and will accept the plea to expired plates. The remaining counts will be dismissed on this record as they pertain to Officer Sanchez. I see who is present today. Mr. Wilcox, I know they saying identity, it's that same car. On the other tickets too. And if you saying it's not you, but if it was, don't you ever drive that fast on a city street like that again, okay? Or tell whoever was driving your vehicle, don't they ever drive that fast on one of these city streets like that ever again, okay? All right, the fine for that, Mr. Wilcox, is $145. Typically, you have 14 days to pay civil infractions. Is that gonna be enough time for you, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
So we're gonna have it due no later than February 13th is when it's due, okay, Mr. Wilcox, the expired plates, okay? $145 by February 13th. And if there's nothing further, you're all set today, Mr. Wilcox. You have a good day, okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, officer.
Thank you, Your Honor. That was my only matter before the court today.
I appreciate it. You be safe out there, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Daryl Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Daryl Deshaun Washington. This is ticket number P1292703. Count 1, violation of the basic speed law or drove in an unsafe manner. Count 2, failed to use due care and caution. Count 3, defective or missing equipment. Ticket number P1294384. 1 count, no proof of insurance. Count 2, no receipt of or unsigned registration. And ticket number P1294385. 1 count, failed to display a valid operator's license not on person. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Sir, state your full name for the record, please.
Daryl Deshaun Washington.
Would also recognize the good sergeant from the Detroit Police Department. Would you announce your name, sir?
Sergeant David Fitzpatrick, badge S279, Detroit Police Department.
Good morning. Your Honor, the defendant is here for the purpose of trial, as is the complaining witness. We are asking that the defendant be allowed, with the acquiescence of the witness and the prosecutor's office, to attend the better driver's course. The defendant has been advised. So we just want an adjourned trial date, please. Thanks.
All right. As long as no one has any objections to that, I will do it in a adjourned trial date. My trial dates are a little far down the line, so it gives you plenty of time. Sergeant Fitzpatrick, since you're on right now, my next trial dates for these matters aren't until April 11th. Are you going to be on furlough? Do you know right now if you're available that far down the line, sir?
Oh, yes, ma'am. I'll be available for those.
Okay, I just want to make sure, since we're gonna give him the opportunity to take this class, to see if he can prove to you that he has learned something on how to travel a little better. Okay, all right, so I'm going to adjourn this trial until April 11th at 9 a.m. Mr. Washington, take that class. I know there is a cost to that class. Take that class, be able to show the certificate that you get from the class so that they can talk with Sergeant Fitzpatrick about a possible different resolution from this one, okay?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
All right, so I'll see everyone back on for an adjourned bench trial date of April 11th, 2023 at 9 a.m. I appreciate everyone so much for their patience this morning, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Stay safe, Sergeant Fitzpatrick, and you stay safe, Mr. Washington, okay?
All right, thank you.
Your Honor.
You're welcome. Nikita Webster?
Yes.
All right. I thought Constance Webster too. I see you, Sergeant Barr, too. I'm gonna get Constance Webster out here next. My apologies, Sergeant. I have 2 officers here for that one. I did have an officer here for Nikia Webster too. Okay, it is Sergeant Barr. Okay, thank you.
Yes.
I didn't see it. I got a little confused for a minute. Okay. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Nikia Webster. This is case number SP 130699902. 1 count, no insurance misdemeanor. Also calling SP 1205877. Count 1, drag racing passenger. Count 2, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. This is the date and time set for a bench trial in these matters. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. State your name, ma'am.
Nikia Webster.
Can you also make the record, please, Sergeant?
Sergeant Timothy Barr, badge S200.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Judge, the defendant is going to waive her right with regard to those matters for which Sergeant Barr appears to any trial. Oh, she's presented valid documents. I have copies of these, and I've sent them to Alexa, who is the corporation counsel covering today. I haven't gotten a response, but I am attesting to the contents of these documents as an officer of the court. They are the current and valid Michigan registration for a 2008 Jeep, which expires on April 12th of 2023. The last four of the VIN number is 4285. I'm also holding a certificate of insurance for presumably the same car, a 2008 Jeep Patriot. Last for the VIN would be 4508. I'm not sure if that's the same vehicle.
What was the last four digits on the insurance for me, please?
4508.
Okay, that's the one I need for insurance purposes. It's only,
Yeah.
I have the insurance ticket on my docket.
I get it. I see. It's the same number that's on the registration, but I read the wrong. So the vehicle number ends in 4508. I'm sorry. I was looking at a different number. And this is the same vehicle, and the expiration date is August 7th of 2022. No, I'm sorry. It's from 222 to 23.
Okay. All right. And then what I'm saying now is I neglected to call one of the tickets on the record. SP 13069901. One count drove unregistered untitled vehicle, and that's one of the things that was presented today. Being an officer of the court, having seen valid documentation for those two items, the court is going to dismiss those without prejudice at this time for her now being in compliance. And I see you shaking your head. Okay, good, Sergeant Barr. On the other two tickets, the officer failed to come into court today, so the court is going to dismiss those without prejudice. Ms. Webster, if you were participating in that behavior on the other two tickets, please, ma'am, don't do it. It's not worth it. Okay.
I was, thank you.
All right. And on these other tickets, ma'am, always remember to keep your stuff valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times so that you won't get any tickets. And I really like your shirt. I think you got dressed up for court today, and I truly appreciate it, ma'am.
Nope. Thank you so much.
All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this hearing. Stay safe out there, Sergeant Barr, and you stay safe, Ms. Webster, okay?
You as well.
I will, thank you. All right. All right, and then I forgot to bring in I'm sorry, Webster. I'll bring her in now, officer. I didn't forget about you.
This is Constance.
Okay, yes, I didn't forget. I did it for real though. I didn't know I had two Websters until right now. Sorry. All right. Constance Webster.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Morning.
I'm good, thank you. Now calling the matter of the people versus Constance Marie Webster. This is ticket P1355457. This is one count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. This is the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Harry Bachman for the defendant. Ma'am, would you please state your full name?
Constance Marie Webster.
Officer Criswell, would you make the record, please, with your name?
Yes, Police Officer Aaron Criswell of the Detroit Police Department.
I'm sorry.
Thank you and good morning, everyone. The defendant is going to waive her right to any trial today. She's going to plead guilty. There's a recommendation that this matter be held under advisement and dismissed at that time once it's paid. The defendant is asking specifically for a community service sentence here, please, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, Ms. Webster, if you want to take advantage of this offer, please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hands down or hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to Attorney Buffman about your case and about your rights?
I did, yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today? Did I freeze or did she freeze?
She did. She'll be right back.
Okay. Ms. Webster. Hello. I may have to kick her off for a second to let her log back on.
Mm-hmm.
Ms. Webster.
She did this a little bit when I talked to her.
Sometimes her internet just may be.
She kicked herself.
While we're waiting though, who's on the fire tablet? Fire tablet. Fire tablet? Hello? What's your name? Hello?
Lakeisha Waterford.
Miss Waterford, it's 10:49 a.m. Why are you just now signing in?
I've been signed in. I had went into the break room and talked to the lawyer and everything.
We did. We spoke, Your Honor.
You spoke with Miss Waterford?
We did, and we're ready on that case. We're simply asking for a next action date.
Okay, let me see if I have it up here. All right, Miss Waterford, are you able to activate or turn on your camera, please?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Lakeisha LaShawn Waterford. This is ticket number 343052. One count allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Ticket number 33339. Count 1, no valid operator's license on person. Count 2, no insurance. Ticket number, it's okay, Ms. Webster, hold on, okay? Ticket number 292269. One count, no license in possession. Count 2, uninsured motor vehicle. Ticket number 292835. Count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. This is the date set, I'm pretty sure, for arraignments on bench warrants. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, state your name for the record.
Lakeisha Waterford.
Thank you. We're going to waive any more formal reading of the information and complaint and stand mute for arraignment, Judge. We're asking that the matter please be set for a pretrial. The defendant presents today with 2/3 of what she needs in terms of compliance documents. She just was not able to locate one of the documents, so the shortest of kind of adjournment, we could resolve all these cases at the next pretrial, please.
Okay. I also have some other tickets. I want to make sure. I'm not sure these are on the docket for today. I think they are, so I'm going to call them. Now calling ticket number P1039544. One count, drove while license not valid or improper license. Count 2, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Count 3, no insurance misdemeanor. Ticket number P889456. One count, drove while license not valid or improper license. Ticket number P1082294. One count, drove while license not valid or improper license. And ticket number P1329792. Count 3, drove while license not valid or improper license. I think that's all of her tickets. I think the other ones were in warrant status. These tickets are actually on the docket for today for show cause. Appearances once again for the record, please.
Harry Baughman for the defendant, and again, your name, ma'am.
Lakeisha Waterford.
As to those matters, we will ask a not guilty plea be entered and a pretrial be ordered.
All right, I still don't have any super quick pretrial dates, but I can give her March the 6th of 2023, if that works.
Yes, sir. Are you okay with that date, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, I'll see you March 6th, 2023 at 8:30 a.m. for a pretrial, okay?
Okay.
All right, ma'am, I'll see you then, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, have a good day. Bond at $0 personal on all those matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Back to you, Miss Webster. I know you lost contact. Don't worry. We just will give you some time to come back, okay? No worries.
Okay.
All right. Recalling the matter of the people versus Constance Marie Webster. This is ticket P1355457. Count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Can I have your appearances once again for the record, starting with Counsel Baughman?
Harry Baughman for the defendant. Ma'am, state your name.
Constance Marie Webster.
Thank you.
And then we do have the officer present as well. He already put his name on the record. You can do it once again, though, sir.
John Criswell of the Detroit Police Department 2871 badge.
We're still going to plead guilty, Judge.
All right. Ms. Webster, if you could please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
You can put your hand down. Ms. Webster, you had a chance to talk to Attorney Baughman about your case and about your rights?
I did, yes.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
Yes, ma'am.
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have a bench or jury trial in any of these matters?
Yes, ma'am.
Understanding all of that, you want to move forward today, Ms. Webster?
I do, please.
All right. I want to take your attention back to the date of June 3rd of 2022. At that time, did you own a Chevy vehicle, ma'am?
I did.
And did you allow someone who was unlicensed to drive your vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Counsel, will you stipulate that it was in the area of Andover and Emory Streets in the city of Detroit, please?
So stipulated, Your Honor. I'm
All right.
satisfied with the factual basis.
All right, thank you very much. So at this time, the court is satisfied as well. I'm going to enter one plea to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive. Ma'am, this is under a 3-month delayed sentence, and they are saying that they'll have no objection to early dismissal if you complete the task. It's my understanding you would like to do community service?
I would, please.
All right. If I give you 40 hours of community, do you think it would take you to complete that task?
You're asking me how long I think it would take to do 40 hours?
Yeah, if I gave you 3 months, would that be enough time?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So I'm going to give you until April the 28th, 2023 to complete this. Yep, April 28th, 2023. Okay. I'm also going to give you another number to call when you get off this call. Okay. And they're gonna they'll actually give you the forms that you need so that you can record the community service in the appropriate way. It's 313.
Okay.
965.
Okay.
3414.
Okay.
You're gonna ask to speak with Miss Green. Okay. And
G-R-E.
Miss Green. Yeah. Yep. Green, Miss Green, like the color.
Okay.
Okay. And then we'll see you back at 8:45. As long as you have the community service turned in, I'm going to dismiss this matter. Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're very welcome. Okay. All right. If there's nothing further, you're all set for today. Thank you, officer. You stay safe out there. Okay.
Have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Webster. You stay safe too. You too. Thank you. Does it matter how we call anybody in the waiting room or no? Officer Goffman.
I'll be that. No, I'm fine with whatever order you're comfortable with.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let me just get people in here. Sure. Yep. All right. Unmute yourself for me, ma'am. All right, there you go. Now calling the matter of the people versus Charlotta Dawn Wales. This is ticket P1306559. One count failed to display a valid operator's license, not on person. Also calling ticket number P1306537. Count 1, disregard signal red or amber. Count 2, no proof of insurance. Also calling tickets number SP1425338. Count 1, disregard signal red or amber. And count 2 of that same ticket is expired plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Baughman for the defendant. Would you state your name, please?
Charlotta.
Thank you. Judge, we're here for pretrial. There is a recommendation that if the defendant pled on couple of these cases, there would be some that would be dismissed. Is she going to waive any right to any further hearings today and plead guilty according to the recommendation? Thank you.
All right. So I have that she's doing the disregard signal red or amber as well as expired plates. Is that your understanding as well, Attorney Baughman?
That's correct, Your Honor. The defendant has been advised and knows that she's going to get 2 points for that disregard.
I see it's on 2 different tickets though, Miss Wells. So, and that's why they won't reduce it, is because it's 2 separate times, Miss Wells. So you got one, and they're only a few days apart. So we got to do better, Miss Wells, okay? You want to take advantage of that though today?
Yeah.
All right, ma'am. I'm going to read from the tickets to establish a factual basis that on the date of January 21st, 2023, in the area of West 7 Mile and Warwick Streets in the city of Detroit, Ms. Wills was driving a Chevy vehicle and did disregard a signal red or amber as well as she had expired plates on her vehicle. Satisfied, counsel?
Satisfied. Thank you.
All right, stipulation for probable cause on the remaining counts to be dismissed.
Yes, Your Honor, so stipulated.
So at this time, the court is going to enter pleas of responsible to disregard signal red or amber and expired plates. Ms. Wills, you can work out of this, okay? I know it's rough, but you gotta just bear through and you'll be all right, okay? We gotta be mindful of those lights, okay? I know, I'm the same way, so I had to slow my speed down. Let me I had to get myself together too. So I don't want you to be discouraged that even though today you're getting a couple of points, that it's not uncommon. So the fine for disregard of signal is $130. The fine for expired plates is $145. So that's a total of $275. Typically with civil infractions, you get 14 days to pay it. Is that gonna be enough time, ma'am? 14 days?
Yes.
Oh, all right. So I'm gonna have to do no later than February the 13th, 2023. Okay, ma'am?
Okay.
All
That's
right.
fine.
All right. All right. So good luck to you. The rest of the cases have been resolved though, as a part of this. All right. So just pay those and you'll be all set. If you have any reinstatement fees, those may be more, but they'll be able to tell you that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I know it's just a lot sometimes, but you'll be all right, Miss Wills. I promise. Okay. All right. Have a good day. If you don't have anything else, you have a good day. Okay.
Too.
I will. Thank you. Gerald Wilson.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Gerald Dwayne Wilson. This is ticket number 296828. One count open intoxicants in a motor vehicle. Ticket number 268269. One count of passenger open intox in a motor vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman on behalf of the defendant. Could you state your name, sir?
Gerald Wilson.
Thank you. Defendant is continuing not guilty plea here today, Your Honor. There's no complaining witness. Would you please consider a motion to dismiss without prejudice?
All right. The time is now 11:01 a.m. No officers having appeared in these matters. The court is going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss these without prejudice. But Mr. Wilson, these are two of the same tickets. So that lets me know that this behavior wasn't a one-time thing, possibly. I know you have the right to defend yourself, so you don't have to say anything. But if this is behavior that you've been doing in the past, stop it. You cannot drink in your vehicle, even if it's parked at a park. You cannot drink alcohol in your vehicle, okay? You cannot transport open alcohol in your vehicle, but for it in a closed situation in your vehicle. Look up the law so you know it, okay?
Okay.
All right, there's nothing further. You're all set, Mr. Wilson. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Your Honor.
You're welcome. Ms. Watson? You unmute yourself, ma'am.
Accidentally unlogged myself out of the waiting room.
That's fine. I'm gonna keep you right here so I can do your matter. You ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Ebony Nakia Watson. This is ticket number P1297195. One count, no proof of insurance. Also calling ticket number P1297194. This is one count, drive unregistered or untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Harry Bachman for the defendant. Ms. Watson, state your full name for the record, please.
Ebony Nakia Watson.
Good morning.
Good
Judge,
morning.
defendant presents with valid and current documents. I've sent copies of those to the prosecutor, and I believe there's already a recommendation in the file to dismiss today. I'm going to stipulate to probable cause for that recommendation here on behalf of the defendant. Thank you.
Thank you, Attorney Baughman. And at this time, I do have a recommendation for dismissal of both of these matters due to valid documentation. Ms. Watson, make sure you always keep your documents valid, up to date, and in your vehicle at all times, okay? Otherwise, you just get more tickets, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if there's nothing further, you are all set today, Ms. Watson. You enjoy the rest of your day, okay?
You as well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And this is the last person I have, Jalen Wilson. Is that who we are?
That's where we are.
All right, Mr. Wilson. Now calling the matter of the people versus Jalen Jaquam Wilson. Jameek, thank you. Now, ticket number P1315844. Count 1, expired plates. Count 2, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 3, tinted windows. Also calling ticket number P1306840. Count 1, no insurance misdemeanor. Count 2, drive unregistered untitled vehicle. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Harry Bachman for the defendant. State your name, sir.
Jalen Jameek Wilson.
Thank you. Mr. Wilson is here and going to plead guilty. There's a recommendation.
All right. Is that true, Mr. Wilson? You want to take advantage of the recommendation today?
Yes,
If so,
yes,
please raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
You can put your hand down. Mr. Wilson, did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
Yes, I did.
Did anyone threaten you, force you, or promise you anything in exchange for a plea today?
No.
Are you pleading guilty of your own free will?
Yes,
Are you pleading guilty because you are guilty?
yes,
And do you understand that by taking this guilty plea today, you're going to give up the rights that you had to have either a bench or a jury trial in either of these matters? You understand that?
yes,
Understanding all of this, Mr. Wilson, you still want to move forward today?
yes,
All right, sir. I want to take you back to the date of, let's see what this is. January 30th of 2022. Were you in the area of Piedmont and Kendall Streets in the city of Detroit driving a Dodge vehicle?
yes,
And while you're driving that vehicle, did it not have any car insurance on it at the time?
no,
Right. And also reading from the ticket to establish a factual basis on the date of February 21st of 2022 in the area of Greenfield and Grove Streets in the city of Detroit, Mr. Wilson was driving a Dodge vehicle that had tinted windows beyond what's allowed in the city of Detroit. Satisfied, counsel?
So stipulated, satisfied.
All right, and the court is satisfied as well. We'll enter a plea to tinted windows, one plea to the amended charge of improper plates. The remaining counts called on this record today will be dismissed, sir. Sir, the fine for tinted windows is $120. Typically, you have 14 days to be able to pay civil infractions. Is that going to be enough time for you, sir?
yes,
All right, so I'm going to have that due no later than February the 13th, February 13th, 2023. On the remaining ticket, I'm going to waive your cost and fines, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. All right, Mr. Wilson, get you some insurance. Get your stuff together,
I am.
okay? Because if you get stopped again, all they're going to do is give you more tickets, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, sir. Good luck to you, okay?
Thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye. I will. Thank you.